Hey crafty people, so I've kind of been stuck on those globe cards, and I sort of promised I was going to take a little break from those, so I have another bunch of cards for you. They are still shaker cards. Look at this. Oh, I love it. And it's not that traditional bright red. It's kind of more like a wine color, and I was inspired by the paper. And I know you're going to want to know the paper. I don't know it right now at this point. Anyway, it is a shaker. It's got snowflakes and all kinds of stuff. I actually made a lot of those myself. I punched some snowflakes because I didn't have any stuff to match this paper collection. Anyway, I made this beautiful arrangement, and this is just little tidbits of stuff I buy in the cheesy wheezy plasticky $1.99 bin at Joann's. Okay, the pine cones are from Hobby Lobby, but the rest of that is just stuff I get real cheap. So my inspiration was this wood piece that says Noel. I did pick that up at Joann's, and I knew that I wanted to leave at least some of these pieces natural and to make a rustic sort of card. So I just love it. I used this like rope looking trim, twine over my my seam binding bow, and that pops up like that, and that's card number 1. Okay. Now we're going to get a little bit more traditional. I have this one. And this is kind of an offset shaker pocket. And normally I'm very dimensional. But I had this little scrap of paper. The rest of it is like this color all the way down. But over here had this pretty holly berries and yeah. So I offset it so that you could still see the pretty paper. I used a wood grain in the background that actually has some snowflakes on it. And then I put snowflakes and red and green sequins in there. The flower in the background is some that I got in the fall department, a burlap. And I just layered my red on top. And then I tucked in these plastic hollyberry leaves that are the same that I used on that one. Seam binding bow, a bling from the DIY boutique supply. Again, I left my wood embellishment naked, natural. And that pops up on more of that red trim. And you can see this matches that. It's just beautiful. And of course, you can write your message right there. And that's card number 2. These are all shaped cards, and these shapes are spellbinders, the background shape. And I wanted to use the craft cardstock A. It's really sturdy. I get my craft cardstock in 8.5 by 11 from Michael's, and it is very, very sturdy. And that's why I do like to do a lot of cards with that cardstock background with the craft, and it looks very natural. It lends itself to the feel of that I wanted these cards to be. So the paper was my inspiration, as well as the deer. So the paper back there does have little reindeer on it. I wanted my deer to be left natural, and the other two I didn't have to pop up. I had enough of the embellishment that I could glue at the corners onto the trim, but my deer, I had to pop that one up. There you can see it. And I just use Fun Foam and hot glue. So obviously I used some pom-pom trim and that same kind of rope looking trim. My flowers, I just added a couple of little sprays there. Here I have a red velvet trim with this little white edging, and I just layered this burlap on top to give it that more rustic feel. Pops up on more pom-pom trim, and then, you know, some extra layering on the sentiment area just to give it that nice feel. So let me know what you think of this group of easel shaker cards, if you like these or you like the globe ones better. I have another bunch to share and some more globe cards coming up, so stay tuned. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm really struggling with how to film the creating part of this, because I'm a super hardcore planner. I plan everything, but when it comes to a card, it's hard for me to plan all the embellishments that I'm going to use exactly to be prepared for a video. So I'm struggling with that, and I'm working on it, and I'm thinking about how to do it. So bear with me. Thanks for watching. Have a happy, scrappy day. Bye.